White House shooting sparks fear of another assassination attempt on Donald Trump. 21-year-old. Suspect Nazir Best killed after gunfire. Exchange with Secret Service. Washington, D.C., a dramatic and terrifying shooting near the White House has once again raised fears over the safety of former U.S. President Donald Trump after a 21-year-old man identified as Nazir Best was shot dead by Secret Service agents during an armed confrontation outside the heavily guarded presidential complex. The incident happened late Saturday evening near a security checkpoint along Pennsylvania Avenue, only a short distance from the White House grounds. Witnesses described scenes of panic as gunshots suddenly rang out, forcing tourists, journalists, and pedestrians to run for cover while heavily armed security officers flooded the area. According to preliminary reports from federal authorities, Nazir Best allegedly approached the checkpoint carrying a backpack and behaving suspiciously. Secret Service officers reportedly attempted to question him, but the situation quickly escalated when the suspect suddenly pulled out a firearm and opened fire toward officers guarding the area. Secret Service agents immediately responded with deadly force. Multiple shots were fired during the confrontation, and Best was critically wounded before collapsing near the barricades. Emergency medical teams rushed him to a nearby hospital, where doctors later confirmed his death. Officials confirmed that Trump was inside the White House complex at the time of the shooting, but was safely moved to a secure location as emergency lockdown procedures were activated. Security sirens echoed throughout the area, while armed tactical units sealed roads surrounding the presidential residence. Investigators say Nazir Best had previously attracted the attention of law enforcement and security agencies due to strange behavior around government buildings in Washington. Reports indicate that he had earlier attempted to enter restricted zones near the White House and had allegedly made disturbing statements, including claims that he was a divine or religious figure. Sources familiar with the investigation also revealed that Best reportedly struggled with mental health issues for several years. Court and police records suggest he had undergone psychiatric evaluations in the past after several unusual public incidents. Authorities are now examining whether his actions were politically motivated, driven by mental instability, or connected to extremist beliefs. Federal investigators recovered a handgun, ammunition, and handwritten notes from the suspect's belongings, while officials have not released the full contents of the writings. Early reports suggest they contained references to government conspiracies, religion, and anger toward political leaders. At least one civilian was injured during the exchange of gunfire and was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities have not yet confirmed whether the injury was caused directly by the suspect or during the Secret Service response. The shooting has immediately sparked comparisons to previous assassination threats and attempts involving Trump, especially as political tensions in the United States continue to rise ahead of the upcoming election season. Although investigators have not officially labeled the attack as an assassination attempt, many analysts believe the location, timing, and aggressive actions of the suspect point toward a possible intention to target the former president. Security around the White House remains at the highest level as agents from the United States Secret Service and the Federal Bureau of Investigation continue their investigation into the deadly incident. Officials say more details about Nazir Best's background, motives, and movements before the shooting are expected to emerge in the coming days.